Luis Suarez. Barcelona's duo is above the norm, and Flick's style is amazing. Luis Suarez, former Barcelona striker and current Inter Miami player, expressed his great admiration for the level Barcelona is showing this season under the leadership of Hansi Flick. Barcelona is close to claiming its third title this season after already winning the Spanish Super Cup and the Copa del Rey. In statements to the Passion Blaugrana program via Instagram, Suarez said, "I love Barcelona's current style. The team has wonderful dynamics, entertaining football, and incredible efficiency." He added, "Barcelona is showing a very high level, and there are two players who are above the norm and make the difference. Lamine Yamal and Pedri, without a doubt." Suarez gave special praise to Pedri. "His level amazes me. What he has achieved is truly impressive." He also didn't overlook Yamal's remarkable talent, despite his young age. "Lamine also amazes me, especially because of how young he is." He concluded by emphasizing the importance of other players in the squad. "They have others like Rafinha, who scores in crucial moments." Reports: Barcelona close to extending Rafinha's contract by 2 seasons. FC Barcelona is close to extending the contract of team player Rafinha Diaz in the near future. Rafinha's current contract with Barcelona runs until the 2027 season. According to the Spanish newspaper Mundo Deportivo, there is a preliminary agreement between Rafinha and Barcelona to extend the Brazilian player's contract. The report explained that negotiations to renew Rafinha's contract began last March, and at that time both parties expressed their desire to continue. It also mentioned that Barcelona has decided to upgrade Rafinha's new contract, placing him in the club's top salary tier, in recognition of his outstanding performance this season. Although there are still some clauses that need to be finalized in the new deal, both parties have already agreed to extend the contract for 2 additional years. Rafinha is having an exceptional season with Barcelona and has become one of the most outstanding players in the world this year. He has played in 54 matches with Barcelona this season across all competitions, contributing to 59 goals, scoring 34 and assisting 25. Meeting after El Clasico. Reports: Barcelona reaches agreement with Flick to renew his contract until 2027. Spanish press reports stated that FC Barcelona has reached an agreement with the German coach Hansi Flick to renew his contract with the team for 1 more season. Flick is currently under contract with Barcelona until June 30th, 2026. According to the Spanish newspaper Mundo Deportivo, Joan Laporta held a meeting with Barcelona coach Hansi Flick and the coach's agent Pini Zahavi after the Clasico match. The newspaper indicated that the purpose of the meeting, which took place at a restaurant in Spain, was not only to celebrate the victory over Real Madrid. It explained that the trio reached an agreement to extend the German coach's contract for another season until 2027. Hansi Flick is close to winning the La Liga title in his first season with the Catalan club, after winning the Clasico match against traditional rival Real Madrid. Barcelona defeated Real Madrid in El Clasico with a score of 4-3, as part of matchday 35 of La Liga. Diego Simeone comments after Barcelona's victory in El Clasico and on the refereeing performance. Diego Simeone, Atletico Madrid's coach, appeared in an extraordinary press conference, far from ordinary, more like an anger-fueled speech from a man who can no longer bear what he witnesses in Spanish football. He didn't speak about his own team or his direct rivals. Instead, he focused every word on an issue that, in his view, transcends sporting rivalry and strikes at the very heart of justice and integrity in La Liga. El Cholo sat in front of the cameras, fixing his gaze on the journalists, sighed, and then launched into his first salvo, an ignition destined to burn fiercely. What Barcelona has done to Real Madrid this season is not merely victories. It is the proclamation of a new era, a phase of dominance, of power, of merciless football. We didn't see a team that merely attacks, we saw one that devours. Not one that merely defends, but one that swallows up its opponent, then spits them out of the pitch as if they never existed. His voice rose gradually, as if he wanted his words to echo to the farthest reaches of the footballing world. 16 goals in a single season against Real Madrid? That is not a normal figure. It is a number etched into history in letters of fire. No one had ever done it before, neither Espanyol, nor Atletico, nor even Barcelona itself in its glory days under Guardiola or the MSN era. But look closely. This team, under Hansi Flick, has done it, with an attacking style that makes defending look like a mere warm-up. He raised his hand and continued. 5-2 in the Spanish Super Cup, 4-0 at the Bernabeu in the first leg, then 3-2 in the Copa del Rey final, and finally 4-3 in matchday 35? Is this a team in trouble? A team undeserving of recognition? The reality is that this Barcelona side has humiliated every doubter this season, shamed the press, embarrassed rivals, even tarnished history itself. He paused for a moment, exhaled again, and with a calmer but bitter tone declared, "Yet have they received their due reward? Has justice been unbiased with them?" The answer is simple: no. Simeone's admiration turned to indignation. When you score a stoppage-time goal in the last minute of El Clasico and it's ruled out for a handball, and then we discover that that same incident just minutes earlier wasn't even given as a clear penalty. Is that a coincidence? And when this team is knocked out of the Champions League after a fierce battle with Inter, amid inexplicable refereeing decisions, is that just bad luck too? He added gravely. We saw with our own eyes how they disallowed Fermin Lopez's goal for handball, then ignored a penalty on Tchouaméni under the very same logic. How is VAR managed? By what criteria? Who decides when to apply the law and when to ignore it? This is no longer football, it's regulated chaos. He turned again to the journalists. This season, Barcelona has played against Real Madrid, against the referees, and against a script pre-written for them. Every time they rise, they are pushed back by the whistle. Every time they score, they search for an excuse to nullify it. What's happening is neither normal nor acceptable. He fell silent for a beat, then delivered a final blow. When you crush Real Madrid like this, and the only discussion is about a refereeing decision that annulled a Barcelona goal, know that something much larger is being orchestrated behind the scenes. Respect this game. Or at least, don't underestimate our minds. With that, he left the press room, leaving a profound silence and palpable astonishment. Everyone had heard what he said, but none had dared to say it until now. Henry, I was confident in Barcelona's comeback against Real Madrid in El Clasico. French football legend Thierry Henry expressed his deep admiration for the spirit of Barcelona's team under Hansi Flick, following their thrilling 4-3 victory over Real Madrid in the latest La Liga Clasico. Henry attended the match from the main box at Montjuic Stadium, and after the game, he exchanged shirts with Lamine Yamal and took souvenir photos with several Barcelona players. Speaking to Barca 1 during halftime, when Barca was trailing 2-0, Henry said, "This team can always do it. We've seen that this season against Benfica, Inter Milan, and in more than one match." The former Barcelona winger added confidently, "I was completely calm. I told my friends we would win this game because that's exactly how I saw it." He continued, "In games like these, when the team is behind, their performance improves. We've seen that all season long." Henry also recalled the historic Clasico during the 2008/2009 treble-winning season, saying, "The same thing happened in 2009. We were 4 points ahead before the Clasico, and then we went on to win the treble that season." He concluded, "Yes, I scored 2 goals, but the most important thing was that we had an unbelievable team. And above